JW is with us in Atlanta. Hi, JW. How are you?
Hey, how are y'all?
Better than we deserve, sir. How can we help?
So I just started listening to you about a month ago. I never really known about you or anything, and I'm trying to figure out how much of a stupid butt millennial I am and what baby step that I'm on, which way I should be focusing my gazelle intensity. I'm kind of lost at the moment, and I don't really know which way to go.
Well, tell us about your situation right now. How much debt do you have?
The only debt that I have is my house. I've never owned a credit card, and I've never bought anything that I couldn't pay for.
Okay.
Well, that sounds like a good start. Tell us
you
about...
may know a stupid butt millennial, but you're not one of them. Okay, so we've already got that ahead. All right.
But I am curious, why do you think you're making stupid butt decisions?
Well, I mean, some of what you guys say is, I've always just kind of done it off of common sense or what I believed was common sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the smartest guy in the world, so I'm trying to figure out.
Well, the only difference is I sell it.
I know that you guys normally promote paying off all your debt before you start putting money into your 401k or
not counting
your
house
kids' college funds.
Yeah, not counting your house.
Okay, so
Which your house, you're debt free
house.
except your house. You said, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's great.
Yes, sir. And I bought my house about 5 years ago. I owe about another 5 years, and it'll be paid off.
How old are you?
32.
Way to go, dude.
Yeah.
You're killing it.
Yeah, that's excellent. So you would be in baby steps 4 through 6 right now, which it sounds like you're investing right now. How much are you investing into retirement?
I put 30% of my paycheck into my IRA.
Okay. Well, we typically recommend 15% of your income, and then baby step 5 is paying for your kids' college. Do you have kids?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we'd want you saving in a 529 plan and then paying off your house early, which it sounds like you're already really motivated in doing that. You could just increase that a bit, take some of that 30%, take 15% of that, and throw that towards your house. But you're doing awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, the only fine tune we might do is turn down your retirement a little bit, down to 15. Make sure you're doing something for your kids if you're not already, and dumping all it on the house. So the house might be done in like 3 years.
Oh, that'd be great because it stresses me out big time.
And then if it was done in like 3 years instead of 5 years, because you're only putting 15% in retirement instead of 30, you following me? If that happened, then you would be at what we call baby step 7. And when you're there, that's the last baby step. That's just build wealth and give. And you max out all retirement, and you pile up cash, and you're outrageously generous. And you've lived like no one else, and now you're ready to live and give like no one else.
Man, I will say, JW, you surprised me. When you said stupid bet decisions, I was ready for something juicy.
we were thinking you might be the caller of the week, but no, you're just a smart guy. I mean, you're way ahead of the curve. Yeah, the stuff we teach is common sense. It's God's and Grandma's ways of handling money. It lines up with what the scriptures teach about money and what Grandma, or these days great grandma, because some grandmas today ain't getting common sense, but some great grandma. For sure. It used to be called common sense to live on less than you make, always have some money set aside for an emergency, always being, planning for the future, called retirement and kids' college, always be avoiding debt. If you can't pay for something, that means you don't need to buy it. Keeps you out of debt. It's a different mentality than 90-something% of the public has today. And so Christina and I got a big job.
Right. But the thing is it's not complicated. I think part of the reason that he thought he wasn't winning with money is because he's like, this is simple. Like, I've been following these principles and it's common sense and it's simple. I must be doing something wrong, but it really is simple.
Well,
it's not easy, but it's
simple. There
simple.
is this thing out there, and it's been there for the whole 30 years I've been on the air. I've noticed it, is that and I actually have fallen prey to it in the past, not in a long, long time, but there's this thing that if it's not complicated, it must not be good when it comes to money. Like if it's real simple, it must be wrong. Because, it has to be complicated if it's money. It has to be hard to understand if it's money. If it's not sophisticated, it must be wrong. And the truth is that the stuff we teach and the stuff that works the best is very easy to understand but hard to do because you have to control the idiot in your mirror. And the guy in my mirror is my problem. If I can get that guy to behave, he can be skinny and rich. But he's got issues. And, that's a problem. I like donuts. It's a problem. It's a problem. And so, we all have this. And, Rachel likes Amazon Prime. Click, 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 click. The stuff keeps showing up on her porch. It's like, turn that thing off. And so we all do this stuff, right? And if we can control our behaviors, personal finance is 80% behavior. That's why it feels like it should be harder. It should be more complicated. But when you actually face the demons, it is hard because it's the demons that are the problem. It's not the math. The math's easy.
Right.
And but yeah, JW, we always say around here that common sense is so rare. If you get it, it's like having a superpower.